All right, today we're diving into something, well, it's pretty out there. It's a vision for the future called the ClubQIL vision, and this thing is massive. We're talking about a plan that claims it can totally reshape our world. But what's really wild is where it all begins, with something you see every day. So get this, the whole plan kicks off with this one kind of wild question. Could a vending machine actually end world hunger? Yeah, you heard that right, a vending machine. And the people behind this plan, they're not just hoping. They are absolutely convinced the answer is yes.
But wait, it gets even bigger. They don't just stop at hunger. Nope. The claim is that this would also wipe out poverty, get rid of illness, create tons of jobs, and oh yeah, bring about everlasting world peace. I mean, that is a huge promise, right? So you have to ask, how on earth could a vending machine do all that?
Okay, so let's start with the machine itself. We're not talking about your average machine for chips and soda. Not even close. In this vision, these vending machines are the starting point, the first physical piece of the puzzle for solving some of the world's most massive problems.
Just picture it, a global network of these things. The core idea is simple but huge. Create the most efficient food delivery system in history. A system built from the ground up to get healthy, plant-based meals to literally anyone who needs one, anywhere on the planet.
This whole massive project has a name, and it's called Project SEARC. So you're probably wondering how a global system like this is even supposed to work. Let's dig into the nuts and bolts.
And that name, it's pretty intense. SEARC stands for Strategically Enabled Automated Response to Child Hostages. It's a startling phrase for sure. The idea here is that things like hunger and poverty are basically holding children hostage, and this project is framed as a full-on rescue mission.
And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. There's a real-world plan for a pilot program in Israel. They want to roll out 10,000 machines. Here's how it would work. Each machine gives away 100 free meals a day to people who need them, but it also sells another 100 meals. That revenue from the sales, it's designed to pay for everything, making the whole charitable effort completely self-sustaining. Pretty clever, right?
Okay, so from that pilot program, the vision just explodes. We're talking a truly global scale. The final number they're aiming for? 80 million. 80 million vending machines. That's the number they say it would take to feed every single person on Earth.
So how do you supply 80 million machines? The whole supply chain is designed to be automated, from start to finish. It all starts with sustainable permaculture farming. Then, robots take over to produce the meals. From there, automated vehicles deliver everything, and it all ends up right where it needs to be, in those local vending machine hubs.
But here's the thing. The vending machines are really just the engine. The real goal is to power something much, much bigger. A completely new kind of society. A society they call guilt-free. So, what in the world does that actually mean?
Well, this new society is built around something called ClubQILL, and you should think of it as way more than just a club or a community. It's the entire social structure, and it promises a lifestyle of what they call highly efficient luxury living for absolutely everyone.
And the perks, the guarantees, they're just staggering. We're talking all-you-can-eat healthy food, your dream home, a guaranteed job that you find meaningful. But here's the part that really gets you. Even if you decide not to work, you're still taken care of. The core idea is that every single one of your basic needs is met, no questions asked.
So this really gets to the heart of their critique of the world we live in now. They see our current system as wasteful, a system that actually creates poverty. And their solution? A resource-based economy. Basically, it's a whole new way of thinking. It's not about money or profit. It's about one thing: managing the Earth's resources as efficiently as possible to meet everybody's needs. Okay, so we've covered the what, the vending machines, and the how, this resource-based economy. But that leaves the biggest question, right? The why. What's the philosophy, the big idea that's driving this whole thing?
It actually boils down to something really simple. One single foundational rule that is non-negotiable and guides every single decision. Do no harm. That's it.
So who or what is designing this harm-free world? The plan has a name for it: quantum intelligence, or QI for short. It's described as this kind of next-level superintelligence. It takes all our advanced tech, like the Internet of Things, and merges it with, get this, the collective consciousness of humanity. The goal is to create a system that can make the absolute best decisions for everyone, all the time.
And this QI doesn't just run wild, it's guided by a specific set of values, an ethos they call VEGN, and it's an acronym for the Voice of Earth's Algonquin Guardians. It really points to this deep, almost spiritual connection to the planet and to a kind of ancient guiding wisdom.
Okay, let's fast forward. What does the world actually look like if this whole vision comes to life? What's the end game for Project Search and Club TUS?
They call the communities that would form Faceville. Imagine these networked, intentional towns where you actually get to choose who you live with. You get to enjoy all the surplus and abundance the system creates, and you're actively involved in designing what your future looks like. And inside these communities, there's this idea called Foreverland. It's basically a state of ultimate freedom. You can pick any role you want to play in society. You want to be a farmer? Great. You want to learn 3D printing? Go for it. And you can do that job for as long as it makes you happy, with absolutely zero economic pressure to do anything else.
This last quote really brings it all home, I think. It brings the whole grand vision right back down to us, to the individual. It's really a call to action. It's saying that the real power to change the world doesn't come from a voting booth. It comes from the choices we make every single day.
And that's our tour of this really unique vision. It paints this picture of a world with no poverty, no hunger, all powered by incredible technology and a very simple idea: do no harm. So I guess the question it leaves us with is this: is what we've just seen a practical blueprint for how we could build a better future? Or is it a beautiful, but ultimately impossible, utopian fantasy? What do you think?